Evening guys, your boy Vexed again. Welcome back to the Ultimate Racing League's Btcc with a revised format. Obviously this is the feature race, so this is a 30-minute race. It is a reverse grid and the top 5 from the first race have to start the race on hards. So we've got Boy Boosted on pole, we've got Max in second place, Smith is in third, we've got Firepower fourth, Graham is in fifth, Stealth is sixth, Drummer seventh, Biggie is in eighth, Potsy is in ninth, Palmer 10th, Wacky Racer 11th, Broady is 12th, Toten 13th, and virtually Albert in 14th. So without further ado, let's get into it. Obviously no Klaxon Boy this time round because he's just run off from my tablet. But they're off. Oh no, somebody going straight off into the barrier. I'm not sure who that was. Who was that? In fact, that was Biggie. So don't know what happened there with Biggie. Maybe he didn't have the traction on off the line perhaps and it just spat him out into the barrier, but wow, that was definitely a turnout for the books, wasn't it? Boy Boosted lagging his way around turn one. Some of that horrendous sideways porpoising. I think partially due to his internet, but partially due to the GT7 lobby still. They are still currently not in a great way. Smith, he's going to try and find his way past Boy Boosted. He did get past. I'm not sure if there was contact. I'm not sure if he thought there was contact or not either, because you can't really tell, unfortunately. Max, he's going to be looking to try and make that move as well, but he's going to lose that place to Toten. So Toten, he's come from the back. He's managed to make his way all the way up to 4th place currently. He's trying to take that 3rd place away from Max. We got Palmer there in the mix as well. Has he got... Yeah, Toten's got through. He's managed to move up to 3rd place. Palmer has gone through as well. Max dropping to 5th. Got Wacky Racer, he's currently up to 6th place. He's going to try and get past Max as well. Firepower's up to 7th. We've got Stealth in 8th. Albert is 9th. Potsy 10th. Biggie 11th. And Broady all the way down. What happened to these three? So Broady in 12th, Graham 13th, and Drummer in 14th, all the way down at the back of the field. And there is quite a considerable gap now. So not really sure what happened there. Toten actually finding his way past Boy Boosted now. So Smith is currently in the lead. Oh, and I think it has gone a safety car. I think it was a delayed safety car. Obviously there must have been an incident that we didn't catch, and they're now waiting for the other guys to rejoin the back of the train. So Smith, he'll go again from the start-finish line, I'm sure. He's starting to back the rest of the cars up now, and I think he has. I think actually he's gone. So he's gone. It is green flag conditions again. Palmer managing to get past Boy Boosted easily after the restart. Boy Boosted, he's furiously trying to hold on to that 4th place. He doesn't want to drop any more places, but not sure the lobby's going to let him. Meanwhile, Smith, he's trying to make the most of it, isn't he? He's trying to stretch his legs now, create a bit of a gap to the other two, Toten and Palmer, the 2 Mustang teammates. Toten actually pulling a little bit away from Palmer now. Palmer, actually, he's got Boy Boosted all over the back of him. So Boy Boosted, he's looking to try and retake that 3rd place. He looks very out of shape though, doesn't he, this Boy Boosted? Looks a little bit more settled coming down the start-finish straight, but it's when we see him going to the corners, isn't it? That car just starts bouncing from side to side. Must be very hard for some of these drivers to try and get a clean move done. Meanwhile, his teammate, Wacky Racer, he's starting to get onto the back of him as well. He's in the 2nd of the 2 Corvettes. He's up to 5th place. Albert is up to 6th. Albert on a bit of a charge, so he's come all the way from the back of the field, hasn't he? I think it's a mandatory pit stop in this one as well, so everybody will be pitting at some point. Obviously after the 5-minute mark, which we are slowly approaching. So we are slowly approaching the time when the pit window will open. Firepower up to 7th. Just trying to stick with Alba at the moment. Alba obviously on the hard tyres. Firepower, he's opted for mediums. Doesn't seem to be anyone on softs at the moment, so maybe with a revised format, softs have been thrown out the window. Not too sure. Stealth currently up to 8th. He's got Brody quite close to him in 9th. He's in the Aston as Brody. B12 Vanquish, and he's got that move done on Stealth. Got it done quite easily as well. Stealth actually collides with a wall. He's going to lose another place and maybe even another 2 places. I think Drummer's going to get through as well. Smith's had a moment. He rejoins in 11th. So yeah, Potsy managed to get past Stealth. He's going to lose that position though. He just got all out of shape through the last turn. He may even lose that place to Drummer. Drummer's coming up. He's going to go past him, isn't he? I'm sure he is. He's going to get that move done into turn 1. I don't think Potsy's in a position... Well, he's not in a position to defend now, is he? He's just going to have to try and get a switch back, maybe. And he is still right with Drummer, so maybe able to go for a move around the next few corners. Smith in the Supra, he's down in 10th. Biggie, he's dropped to 11th. We've got Graham in 12th. And we've got Toten, who's the first of our pit stops. He's in 13th currently. And Max all the way down in 14th. So Max must have, I think Max must have got caught out somewhere as well. Maybe not quite getting to grips with that Mercedes just yet. I'm sure he'll improve as the season unfolds. Boy Boosted, he's currently the race leader. Not sure entirely what happened there. Maybe Alba and a Wacky Racer possibly having a bit of a battle, and that's allowed Boy Boosted to get through again. He's actually got a bit of a gap now as well, so not looking too bad at the moment. Is Boosted. He is, as I say, still some of that sideways porpoising very prevalent, but not really a lot we can do about that. It just doesn't look very pretty, does it? Looks like he's all out of shape coming through the final turn. Choosing to stay out currently. Alba still out on the hards. He's actually taken the fastest lap for 57.429. Brody actually taking it again, so he's stolen it back off of Alba with a 57.272. A whole 200ths faster than Alba. That's probably down to the slipstream that he's getting at the moment. Oh, and Toten actually goes faster again. So Toten with a 57.008. Nearly into the realms of the 56s. As I say, this is one of the shorter tracks. I'm not really a fan of it myself, but Sardegna it is. So we've got Boy Boosted followed by Alba, followed by Wacky Racer. Oh, Boosted actually into the pit wall there. I'm sure Alba's going to get past quite easily, isn't he? He's not quite close enough at the moment. That definitely did cost Boosted though. He's lost some of that advantage that he had. So we've got Boosted, followed by Alba, followed by Wacky Racer. Palmer's up to 4th. Brody's following them quite closely in 5th. Firepower's up to 6th. In fact, I think these have all just been bumped up a place, haven't they? Because Toten was one of the first into the pits. Not to take anything away from them, all driving absolutely fantastically at the moment. Stealth, he's 7th at the moment. He's got his teammate behind him, Smith. Smith, we saw him have a moment, didn't we? In the early stages of the race. We're slowly approaching the 10-minute mark, so we're going to have 20 minutes left of this race. Biggie, he's 9th. bit of a gaggle form behind him with Drummer, Graham and Toten, 10th, 11th and 12th. Toten looks like he's maybe wanting to set up a move on Graham, and he has. He's looked down the inside. He's managed to get it done easily. Just sliding ahead of Graham there. Graham going to slot back into 12th. Try and stick in his slipstream, I think Graham will do. Maybe try and use the advantage of that to get past Drummer. As it looks like he's actually dropped off the back of Toten now, so I spoke too soon, I think. Btcc, he's currently 13th. Max, it's maybe looking like Max has given up at the moment and possibly put it into auto drive. I'm not entirely certain. He looks very slow at the moment. He's quite a way off the back of the pack. Good 15-20 seconds, I would predict. As we've got a lot of people diving into the pits now, so we've got Boy Boosted back in the race lead. He's still yet to pit. Firepower up to second place. Go on, Firepower. Firepower having a bit of a shaky season last season, didn't he? But he's looking on fire here in this, with a new revised format. He's currently in that Citroen. It's looking like it's working for him at the moment. He's got Smith behind him in third. Obviously these guys still yet to pit. Favouring track position at the moment. It looks like Smith, he might have the run. He's definitely in that slipstream, isn't he? We've seen how fast the Super is in a straight line. He has closed the gap to Firepower, but not quite close enough to go for a move, although he has got a better run, hasn't he? He's definitely got the momentum coming out of turn one. All over the back of Firepower now. Firepower's going to have to go defensive. Or is he? Maybe that Citroen is a bit of a powerhouse at the moment. Be interesting to see if it still is after the latest update. Hopefully it won't have nerfed it, because it's nice to see Firepower up towards the front of the grid. Oh, as he goes a little bit deep there through the final turn, Smith's going to get past him. It looked like they were going to go into the pits there, but they're still out on track. So Firepower and Smith having a bit of a battle at the moment. Smith covering off the inside early, and they're actually going to come up to lap max. So Max is going to be wanting to try and get out of the way, isn't he? He doesn't really want to hinder the top three. He's sticking to the inside. I'm sure he is aware that he is being blue flagged currently. Yeah, as he moved over to get out of the way of Firepower there, so all good. These guys can continue their battle for the top three. Although it does look like Firepower, he's lost a bit of pace now, hasn't he, to... hang on. What happened there? I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I think maybe somebody having that weird teleportation glitch. As I say, the lobby's still quite unstable, but Smith, he's taking up the race lead now, so having a good one at the moment is Smith. Firepower back up to second, and it was Biggie, wasn't it? Biggie was in, wasn't he? I think he was the race leader, wasn't he? Yeah, not sure what happened there, but he's now having to go defensive against Toten. Toten's currently in fourth place, but he's going to get past him easily, I'm sure. Toten obviously on the fresher tyres. Biggie still putting up a fight though. He's not going to let that place go easily. All over the back of Toten at the moment. These two have just caught up to Max as well. Max moving over to the inside so as to let them get past. Alba, he's creeping his way up the field as well. He's currently in 5th place. He's on a fresh set of mediums. Boy boosted and Potsy now having a bit of a battle. Potsy's going to go down the inside. Is he? Yeah, he managed to get it done easily. Boosted, he's trying to stick it around the outside, but slightly lagging off onto the gravel there, and then nearly taking out his teammate on the rejoin. That was definitely something. A wacky racer. Oh no, Potsy having a spin there. Not sure if there was a tiny bit of contact maybe between him and Boosted, possibly. Not too sure, but he's dropping down the field now. Palmer, currently 9th place. Drummer is 10th. Potsy all the way down in 11th now. We've got Stealth. Stealth is in 12th. Graham, oh no, Graham, he's got to go and give Barry a hug. That's not what he wanted to do, Graham. He wanted to wait till after the race, but, you know, everybody loves a bit of Barry, don't they? So, Max, not sure what happened to Max at all here. I think he's having mechanical issues with that car, to be honest. He doesn't look like his heart's in it at the moment. His last lap was actually a 1:24.486. And just for a comparison, Brody has currently got the fastest lap at 56.748, so quite a way off the pace at the moment is Max, bless him. Maybe he needs to get a little bit more practice in and try and get the grips with that Mercedes. As I say, hopefully we'll see some better things from him towards the end of the season, or, well, as the season progresses. He's not usually this far off the pace. So Smith still currently in 1st place. He's managed to create a bit of a gap now to Firepower. Firepower is still currently 2nd. I think these guys still yet to pit though. It does look good though, doesn't it, that Citroen? I think a car I've not actually driven myself yet on GT7, so I might have to give it a whirl. Toten's managed to find his way back up to 3rd place. He came from the back of the field, didn't he? And he dropped all the way to the back again after his first pit, but the undercut paying dividends. He's now back up to 3rd, so on the podium currently. Alba's back up to 4th. He was dead last, wasn't he? So coming all the way from the back of the field, he's managed to carve his way through the field like a hot knife through butter. He is currently sat in 4th place. Not too far behind Toten. He's got a little bit of work to do, but I'm sure he's going to be focusing on that. He's actually currently put in the fastest lap of 56.670. So he has got pace. Brody, he's currently in 5th place. He's in the Aston Martin liveried Aston Martin. I think it's the B12 Vanquish. Lovely machine. He's actually trying to chase the fastest lap at the moment. He was up through that last sector. Let's see if I was Firepower. Firepower's dived into the pits, so he's going to lose track position now. Yeah, Brody's going to get past him, isn't he? So Firepower dropping to 5th. I think he may lose a couple more places as he pits. He's not coming out yet. Dropped to 7th now as Firepower, 8th. So Brody up to 4th. Palmer's currently sat in 5th. He's got Biggie behind him in 6th. Drummer is in 7th. Got Wacky Racer there in 8th. Oh, Firepower sliding that Citroen round that last turn. That was a thing of beauty there, wasn't it? Great save there from Firepower. Unless he actually, perhaps he was just putting on a bit of a show, maybe trying to get some drifts on them hard tyres. They do like it, don't they, the hards, until they warm up. His drummer dives into the pits there as well. So I think mostly everyone completing their mandatory pit stop so far. Stealth. He's in 10th, but he's going to move up. He's moved up to 8th. You see them lads slapping on some new tyres. Boosted, he's served his mandatory pit. He's back out on the hards. And Potsy behind him in 12th. Potsy looking like he might have the momentum. Is he going to be able to size that move up into turn 1? Not entirely sure. As Smith goes into the pits, I think Toten is going to become your new race leader. And he has. So Toten moving through to first place. Alba has moved up to 2nd. We're going to have to go on board with them two in a minute, aren't we? And see how the battle is for the top 2. Graham, he's gone for another cuddle with Barry. Not quite managing to get that car turned round. Oh dear, he's spun it again. That's unlucky, Graham. Oh, it's Biggie. Biggie does it as well. Biggie's into the barrier as well. So the final turn, catching a few of the guys out on the hard tyres. Max down in 14th. Toten's your race leader currently. He's in the racing mediums. Is he going into the pits again? No, he's not. That's just a line they seem to be taking. You can see Alba not far behind him now. Alba trying to chase him down. Alba definitely on the fresher mediums as well. So he's going to be able to use that rubber advantage. Oh, he has a bit of a twitch. Obviously them guys getting the hards out of the way first off. We're in the first stint. Alba's still the current fastest lap of a 56.505. He's firmly trying to chase Toten down. There's only a couple of second gap now. 9 minutes, just under 9 minutes left of this race. Broady's up to 3rd. He's having a great race at the moment, is Brody. I'm sure he'll be grinning from ear to ear if he manages to get another podium. If he manages to get on the podium. Palmer, he's up to 4th. He was 5th, wasn't he? But he's up to 4th. Smith is in 5th. Smith was the race leader, wasn't it? But he's now back out on a fresh set of hards. There is, I think, yeah, the grid's quite evenly spaced out now. I think I did see someone spin on the track map there. Not sure who it was. But yeah, the grid's fairly evenly spaced out now. Wacky Racer currently 6th. Firepower is 7th. Stealth. He's an 8th. Drummer. Currently 9th. Biggie's 10th. Potsy and Boy Boosted. They're having a bit of a battle again. Potsy is going to get past. Boosted covering off the inside early. Oh dear. There was nearly a coming together then wasn't there. It was Brody. He's come up to start trying to lap Potsy and Boosted now. Potsy letting him through. He has got a 0.5 second penalty as well as Potsy. That's unlucky. Boy Boosted. Yeah, he's moved out of the way as well for Potsy. Some good driving there. Almost losing that place to Potsy as well. Potsy's actually managed to close right up onto the back of him, but he has got to serve that penalty, so he's going to lose some of that momentum, isn't he? He does. A couple of second gap now to Boy Boosted from Potsy. Graham, He's all the way down to 13th, isn't he? He's not had a very lucky night tonight. Spinning that Jag a few times and just not managing to get back into it, it seems. I think maybe the marbles there on the final turn catching some of the guys out. Max just doesn't seem to have found his feet in this feature race. It's unlucky. As I say, I'm sure he will be getting the practice in and we'll see some better things from Max this season. Albert. So Albert, he's managed to get past Toten. We missed that. We did miss that. I apologise for missing that, but we got to have a look at the other races as well. There's Graham having another moment. That's unlucky, Graham. So Albert, he's actually now got quite a nice gap as well, hasn't he, to Toten, so he's not having to worry about going defensive. He's just trying to get the race done, get it done and dusted, make it 2 out of 2. If he stays where he is at the moment, it surely will be. Toten, currently in 2nd place. He was the race leader, wasn't he? So I think he must have had a moment. It's looking like that Mustang is suffering from a bit of understeer now. You see the fronts are a lot more worn. In fact, the fronts on Albert's car as well are a lot more worn. Brody, he's still in 3rd place. He's got a bit of a gap now. He's got a bit of work to do if he wants to try and challenge Toten for that 2nd place, but I think he'll be happy with a 3rd. Still a podium position. Still be able to get the party, wouldn't he? So, yeah, he'll be happy with that, I'm sure. But he has got Palmer. Palmer's trying to bear down on him now. I think Palmer is on the... Oh, no, they're actually on equal tyre wear if you look at the graphic on the bottom left. Flicking between the 2 cars. So, yeah, Palmer... He's trying to catch up to him though, isn't he? It looks like he is trying to get his head down and put pedal to the metal. Currently in 4th place, as he has a bit of a moment there. That's going to cost him, that's going to take a bit of the momentum away. As Wacky Racer's starting to creep up onto the back of him now. I think he's in a slipstream. Wacky Racer, he's looking quite strong, isn't he? Definitely carried more speed through that last sector. Where's he going to be having a look? I think he's going to be going for the switch back here through the final turn. Not quite close enough. He's going to stick back in that slipstream and follow him down to turn 1. We have seen a lot of moves coming into turn 1, the hard braking zone. And he's pulled out to the inside. Actually edging ahead before the turn. Palmer's trying to hold it round the outside. Oh, I think there was a tiny bit of contact there. He tried to give the room though, didn't he? I think that was just a byproduct of that corner, to be fair. So Palmer losing out on that 4th place. Wacky Racer, he's moved through and he started to stretch his legs a little bit. Palmer's trying to stick with him in that Mustang, but the Corvette looking very strong this evening. So we've got Wacky Racer in 4th. We've got Palmer, he's currently in 5th. He's being chased down by Smith in that Supra though in 6th. Oh, Smith, he's shown him the nose. He tried to go up the inside. It looked like Wacky Racer. It looked like he was going to go into the pits again. I think that's definitely track limits there, isn't it? Surely. Has he not got a penalty for that? No, he hasn't. So, obviously the game deeming that you can run it as wide there as you want. Maybe because the pits are there. But Palmer, he's trying to hold off Smith. Taking a little bit too much of that first apex again, but... still holding him off. We got Boy Boosted creeping up as well. I don't think I'd like to see that in my rear view with all that sketchy business going on. That's definitely going to be quite scary. I imagine having Boy Boosted trying to go for a move on you is quite scary, to be fair. Not knowing whether he's going to lag into the side of you or not. It's very hard to judge where the car is on track. Firepower. Currently 7th. Not having to worry about defending against anyone. He's looked really strong tonight, hasn't he, as firepower? To be fair, he's driven a real good race. It was nice to see him fighting for the podium slots earlier on, but obviously that was due to staying out of favour and track position, which maybe didn't pay off this time round, but you never know. He is looking good in that Citroen, it has to be said. Stealth having not a bad race. I think he could have finished higher than he has, but still 10 minutes to go, is there? No, I think this is actually, yeah, so we're in the final minute of this race. So I don't think Stealth's going to make up any more positions, but he's also not going to lose any as long as he doesn't have a moment. Drummer's currently 9th place, but not close enough to go for a move. We've got Biggie in 10th. Potsy is currently in 11th. He had a bit of a moment, didn't he, the Potsy? That's a shame there. He was looking quite strong as well. I think we're going to see some good things from Potsy this season, though. He's definitely improved, hasn't he? He was a great teammate for me going back a few seasons ago. What car are we in, Potsy? Were we in the McLaren? No, that was me and James Dean, wasn't it? So, going to have to go on board a race leader. As we are going to be coming into the final lap. This is the final lap. So started from the back of the pack. He's managed to carve his way through, absolutely dominating it again. I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned with this season as well. He obviously won League 4 last season. Now putting on a show here in League 3. There's Albert, he's taking the checkered flag in a second race. That's your race winner. You got Toten. Toten gone into the pits. Not sure why he's gone into the pits, but Toten, I think he's going to finish in second. He does. Brawley third. Wacky Racer, he's going to finish in 4th place. So your top 3, Alba, Toten, Brody. Wacky Racer, he's 4th. Smith finishing in 5th. Palmer 6th. Firepower 7th. Stealth 8th. Drummer 9th. Biggie 10th. Potsy's going to finish in 11th. Boy Boosted 12th. Graham 13th. And Max in 14th. Well, that was your feature race, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. And I will see you for the next one. I've been your boy Vex. Good night.